Welcome to Menu Monday. New recipes every Monday. Stuck in that cooking rut? I've been there. Come join me and try some new things. I have fun in the kitchen and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get cooking. Today we're going to do some coconut chicken. And I want to start out by saying I doubled this recipe. So I'll have the ingredients at the end as to, the original recipe. And like I said, I just doubled this, so you're going to see me put more in than what is in the ingredients. You too can double it if you have more people to feed. This I made and I had some friends over, so I wanted to make sure I had enough. The first thing we're going to do is put the olive oil in the skillet, get that heating up, and cut our chicken into strips. Now that the chicken's cooking, we're going to dice up our onion. You're going to cook that chicken until it is done, so make sure it's at 165 degrees, I think, is chicken, just to be sure it's cooked through. I'm going to get my chicken turned over, and then we'll work on the coconut, which needs to be toasted. I'm just going to lay this on a baking sheet. Alright, I'm going to set the oven on toast. Put the coconut in. Alright, now I'm going to remove the chicken from the pan. I'm going to put in the onion. I'm going to cook this over medium-high heat for about a minute. And then we're going to stir in the water and the following 3 ingredients, which is your chicken gravy mix powdered and some lime juice. on the garlic too. Give this a stir and bring this to a boil. You want to stir that constantly until it comes to a boil. And then you'll reduce the heat and simmer. Stir in the chicken, green onion, which I did not have, so I didn't use that. And then serve it on rice. I used the veggie rice, which I just put in the microwave for 5 minutes. And you want to put that and serve it in a bowl, or you could do a plate, either way. And then you put on your chicken and your gravy. And then you sprinkle with coconut. Really tasty dish. I hope you try it. Let me know if you do, and let me know if you like it. Here are your ingredients, and again, I doubled these, so this is for 4 servings. Today we're making spaghetti squash. I have made this in a past video, but it's been a while since I've made it, so I wanted to share it for our newer subscribers. Now, usually I'll only do 1 squash, but these were so tiny, I decided to do 2 so that I'd have enough. First of all, I'm going to peel off the stickers so they don't burn up in the oven. And then we're going to cut the squash in half lengthwise and scoop out the seeds and the ribbing. Next time I'm going to get my squash out a little early because my refrigerator obviously is very cold, and they're not frozen, but they're super hard, so I had a hard time getting through, but got there eventually. So if your refrigerator does that, I suggest getting them out maybe an hour before you're going to cut into them. Get them back up to room temperature. Alright, now we're going to scoop out, like I said, the seeds and ribbing. So the ingredients are only going to say 1 squash, and generally they're bigger than this. I don't think I've ever seen any this small, but I think things were picked over at the store this week. Alright, I'm going to spray the baking sheet and also spray the squash. And then I'm going to use some salt and pepper. I've got Himalayan pink salt and ground black pepper. And you place these cut side down on your baking sheet. Now, I know you didn't want to see me do a whole second one, so I cut that one out. And then we're going to put this in the oven, and you're going to roast it for 30 to 40 minutes until it's lightly browned on the outside and fork tender. And now I'm going to get my sauce going. And this is a super simple sauce. I take frozen Italian meatballs, I put them in the pot, and I cover them with my spaghetti sauce of choice. It's never the same. I always seem to pick up something different. This was a traditional. I do get the large jar, and this makes quite a lot. That's why I needed that second squash this time. And I just added a little water to get out the remainder from the jar. And all you do is leave this on medium to low and let it heat through. Once your squash is cooked, you want to leave it out for a little while and let it cool. And then you just scrape the inside and fluff the strands. Now I put ours in a casserole dish and added some butter and put it back in the oven on keep warm because we were not quite ready to eat. But this is perfectly fine right here to go ahead and dish up as soon as your sauce and meatballs are done. You can add butter if you want to. I don't think it was in the ingredients. No, it's just something I like on my squash, but if you want to try it, it just gives a little sweeter taste. Alright, about 30 minutes later we were ready to eat, so I got the spaghetti squash out of the oven and dished up dinner. This is a wonderful low-carb option for spaghetti. And then any cheese of choice. Usually I would use Parmesan, I just didn't have any. And this was dinner. Really good. Hope you try it, and here are your ingredients. Let me know if you do. Let me know how you like squash. Today, a shrimp casserole. I do this low carb using turnip root, but you can also use regular potatoes and not worry about being low carb. First of all, we're going to get the peel the shrimp, sorry. They're already deveined from the store. I like them that way. So we're just going to peel them and get the tails off. And I am speeding this up super fast because I know y'all know how to peel a shrimp. You don't want to watch that. So once we've got those peeled, the next thing we're going to do is cut up our turnip root or potato, whichever you choose to use, into cubes. If you've not tried turnip root before, I suggest trying it in here. It's got the same texture as a potato, and honestly you can't taste the difference in a casserole. So give it a try if you'd like. We love it. So now we've got them cubed. We're going to put them in the casserole dish with the shrimp. And I was supposed to put the cheese in at this point and I forgot, so I put that in later, as you'll see. We're going to add our other ingredients now, which is the Worcestershire sauce, the soup, dry mustard, ground pepper, and milk. I'll have all the ingredients at the end of this video and also on the website rvlifeintheusa.com. And on the website I also have the directions as well as the ingredients. Now, Cajun seasoning is to taste. We really like it, so you'll see me add a little bit more in a minute. I like mine to have a lot of Cajun flavor to it. But everybody is different. You may want to start with a little bit and taste test it, and then possibly add some more when the vegetables go in at the end. Give this a good stir, and then we're going to pop this in the oven for 45 minutes, 375 degrees. Now, when the time's almost up on the casserole, you want to cook your mixed vegetables. You can do them in the microwave. I just did them on the stove top. It's however you like to cook them. It's just 2 cups. Alright, so we're going to get the casserole dish out of the oven, and we're going to add the cooked mixed vegetables. This is where it dawned on me that I forgot to put the cheese in. But in the directions on the website, it does. I will have to put the cheese in when you put the shrimp and the turnip root in. It didn't seem to make too much difference to the flavor. I just think it might have been a little creamier if I'd have put the cheese in earlier. Okay, the light bulb went off and I got some cheese. I just put it on the top. I should have mixed it in and added more. But I have made this before, so I know that it was slight. Like I said, it just wasn't as creamy as it was before. So be sure to put your cheese in when you're supposed to. But still delicious, and we enjoyed. This is what it looked like, finished plate. And here are your ingredients. Give it a try. Today I'm going to can some banana peppers. We had a bunch of peppers from the garden, and I have tons of cucumbers and zucchini and squash. So the zucchini and squash I'm frying tonight to go with a chicken Alfredo meal, and you'll see that on next week's Menu Monday. The cucumbers I'm going to use to make pickles. I'm going to jar those and make pickles out of them. I'm going to do that later today, so that could possibly be on next week's Menu Monday. We'll see how it goes. But as far as the peppers, I just cut them and put them in the jars that Big Daddy picked up on his way home. I've not done any canning before other than the moonshine, but I'm going to learn because these vegetables keep coming out of the garden and they're not stopping for a while, so I'm going to learn what I can while I'm here. I was going with Big Daddy's instructions, so while I was cutting, he was boiling the distilled white vinegar. So once I got the jars full, I got the boiled vinegar and put it in the jars. And then he put the lids on. then we just waited, and about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes later they started popping. Apparently that means that they have sealed. So they're all set now and ready for us to eat whenever we want to. They'll last quite a while. There they are. It was really pretty simple. And we'll enjoy these on salads and so forth. That's all the ingredients there is. Give it a try. Well, hello everybody. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Menu Monday. Welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome to new subscribers. And if this is the first video you've ever watched, please consider subscribing. It's free. We have a lot of fun. All you have to do is hit that little red subscribe at the bottom of the screen. I do Menu Mondays every Monday, or at least I try to do it every Monday. And then our other videos will involve RV life and travel. So thank you for joining me again, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I'll see y'all next week. Love you. Bye.